Hello, and I am live. Hello, everybody. This is something new for me. Therefore, first things first, everybody, if you can like this video, subscribe and share this video with everybody in the world, in the whole wide world. If you can do that, that would be very, very, very much so appreciative of my hey. Yeah. So, yeah, what do I say? Yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into it. UFC 268. Did you watch it? Did you? Did you? I sure hope so, because if you didn't, then, well, actually, if you didn't, then it's good in a way because you can watch it and then come back and visit and check out my review of this now. More of a recap in regards to this. So, to be honest, I've already talked about this quite previously elsewhere. So I'll try to be as brief as I can in regards to this. Now, I'm going to get straight into this. So let's go with the main event of the evening, which was Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington. Now, here is a situation here. Colby could have won the fight. Colby definitely could have won the fight. Now, how did I score this? I'll say that it was a draw. If I truthfully be honest, I would say it's a draw. But you could say that what, Kamaru looked like the stronger of the two without a doubt. If when he landed, he almost KO'd him in the second round without a doubt. I just felt, look, Colby Covington, he gave too much respect to him at the beginning of the actual fight. You could clearly see that when he was coming out with the Kurt Angle music, he was just breathing heavily in and out, in and out. I don't really blame him because he's going to fight a human being, and he wasn't like it's not like he's fighting someone not not normal. He's fighting someone legit, someone hardcore. Now, this is amazing in that respect because what you got to see is like how is someone going to actually combat that fear. And he even at the big when Bruce Buffer was reading out Kamaru's name, he just turned around, didn't even look at him. Kamaru tried to put the hand out to kind of make out that what, he's exceptional, he's on another level, the whole finger up thing. And um the security basically intervened then, which was good. That's good. Now, what happens when that happened is it basically Colby Covington never allowed him to get in his head. But one thing that is what did affect him, I think, is all the negative chatter around the world. Everybody saying he's expecting to lose. Even I expected him to lose, but I was expecting him to get KO'd in the third round. I did not expect him to use his range so effectively. That was the thing. He used his range effectively. He didn't overcommit. I think that's why one of the reasons why he didn't, when he had him hurt, he didn't go in for the kill because he could have caught a counter hit shot and got KO'd. And I think that was appropriate. But I think instead of going for the shot, he should have gone for a leg kick or a body shot and then moved up back again. But bloody hell, did you see the way he was defending? You know, he all the shots Kamaru was punching or the jabs, etc. He just caught it, defended it, nullified it. First round, went in for the takedown, got the takedown. Sure, Kamaru got the takedown at the end of that round as well. But so I mean, in the first round now, I've got to give it to Kamaru because he was more active in that round, and he, but he did get the takedown without a doubt. That's the thing. Colby, but he looked depressed, man. He looked like he was mentally broken. And then the second round came. He did kind of the similar things, and then you know what? He's thinking, I'm going to lose this or something. Lose this. He just looked dejected, but he kept the range completely right. And when he got in range, which was perfect, he landed the combos perfectly. Sure, there was he, there was the misses that he had when he was throwing the shots, but he didn't overcommit and get TKO'd. But he did towards the end of that round, almost get KO'd. And then I think he just woke up. Then you know what he thought? throw this out of the. He just grew his confidence after that. Third round, I gotta give it to Colby. Towards the end of the round, he got a takedown as well, and Kamaru held the fence. He should have got a point in a way. Deducted. I think instead of nowadays the referees should deduct a point if you do a fence grab. Should deduct a point straight away instead of messing around. He did a fence grab, but he had him from behind in a body lock, and he was going to take him down, but he grabbed the fence. But he did take him down in that round, and then that was the thing. So it was a bit of a cheat in that respect. So yeah, I gave that round to Colby. Fourth round, he was strong as well. He had him hurt, but even at the end of that third round, he had him hurt, I think it was, and then, but he managed to circle away. Kamaru did. Fourth round, similar type of thing. The thing is, when he went for the takedowns, though, Kamaru did. That was a thing. A lot of the hammer fists, what he was hitting him with, was landing at the back of the head. So I don't know what Dan Mergliata was doing. He should have warned him quite a bit. Really, he did land a lot of these shots to the back of the head. It's not good. So that was a weird one. And I think in that respect, fourth round, I give it to Colby that simply he was more active and he landed the stronger shots. He was in range more, so he landed the straight left better. I think he caught him with an uppercut, but I think he needs to work on his combos a bit more. I think if he just had more belief in himself, to be honest, at the end of fifth round, I don't know whether it was a mental block again, but it was like Kamaru was trying to push up, but then he was, like trying to come out like he was strong, trying to make out that what he's in control of a situation, moving his, body that way. Colby, worked the jab, and then he got eye poked, and then I think that was towards the end of a 40 seconds, and then basically after that moment, he just kind of felt like, I think he looked so dejected in his face that was like, in his mind, I think he would just have an action replay from the previous fight. I think Colby just needed to work on his confidence or something like that. But he did everything fine, man. You got to give credit where credit is due. Seriously, give credit where credit is due. It's not easy what he did. There's no doubt about it. It's not easy. And at the end of the fight, and that was too soon, in my opinion, to say, okay, look, I understand he's got to apologize for what he said about his father and stuff. Maybe after the actual arms are raised, he needs to kind of like go, you know what, sorry, mate, I shouldn't have called your father this and all that. Or maybe he should have just said a few words saying, look, sorry that I called you father. It was just about money. It's just about money, and then just move away. Instead, it kind of looked like, you know what, I'm sorry, etc., etc. I lost in that regard, but he should have had a more positive attitude. You know what I mean? Like, at the end, you've gone 5 rounds, and it wasn't a case of it was a blow out of the water. He could have won the fight. If it came to the last round, in my opinion, he definitely did. And because Kamaru just looked more stronger of the two, you could give it that way. But I personally would give it a draw simply because Kamaru fouled a lot, and there was a 10-8 round in round 2. So, but round 1, round 2, give it to Kamaru. Round 3 and 4, give it to Colby. Round 4, I give it a draw because it really wasn't clear at all in my mind. So, because of that reason, it would be a draw. But obviously, you've got round 2, which is a 10-8. However, Kamaru did do a lot of fouls there. He did do a lot of fouls, like hitting the back of the head, grabbing the fence, eye poke. He should have got a point knocked off. So in my opinion, he should have just been a draw. It is what it is, but whatever, man. But what's next for Colby Covington now? After all this, I mean, to be honest, it could have been an immediate rematch if he just won. If he won, it would have been an immediate rematch. I think it would have been perfect for this fight, an immediate rematch. Now it's all up in the air now for Colby Covington. What's he gonna do next? He's calling Jorge Masvidal, saying, you know what, just them two fight. I don't want to see a tough episode. I can't stand the Ultimate Fighter. I really can't. I watched it back in the day when there was nothing, we didn't have all these services that we have on nowadays. But I can't be bothered with it. It's so boring. I really can't. So for that reason, I'm going to go out of that. I'm not going to. I hope that doesn't happen. The Ultimate Fighter. I do think he's right. I think they should scrap the Leon Edwards fight with Jorge Masvidal and give it to Colby. I think that will just be bang on. Huh? Both of them got the hype behind them. Jorge Masvidal, he's like the Jack Sparrow of MMA, and I think he's just cool brother. And you've got Colby Covington with the heat with him, with his previous wife, etc. I just think that's just going to work perfectly, and yeah, very apropos for them to actually fight each other. So for that reason, give Colby Covington that particular fight. Either way, well, whoever's going to win that fight, they're not going to be, they're not going to be at the end of the fight is still going to build one of them. And if Jorge loses, he could always fight Nate Diaz. So yeah, do it. But obviously, UFC have got their own game in town, whatever they want to do. I think for Kamaru, the next fight has got to be Leon Edwards. Really, I mean, look, Kamaru's not stupid. He's not going to fight Hamza Shimaev. There's no way. Why would he do that? And let's be honest. Why would he do that? It's just crazy if he does that. Come on, give me a break. It's not. It's not going to be the case. So, what should Kamaru do in this instance? What should Kamaru do? He should just fight two more fights. If I were if Now, as far as the Canelo fight is concerned, let's throw that out of the window. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen now. Wasadena's just poo-pooed the idea completely. I don't blame him. He almost got KO'd by Colby, man. And Colby is not on the level of Canelo. You can clearly see he had the reach. Kamaru had the reach advantage, 4-inch reach advantage, and still couldn't put away Colby. Colby, you could clearly see he was hitting thin air sometimes simply because of a reach advantage. If he had the reach advantage, he would have caught him. He couldn't do it. That's why he wasn't overcommitting in his punches, because every time he'd overcommit, you could get caught with a counter. So I don't blame him in that regard. He did better wrestling than Kamaru. I gotta give him that. So Kamaru, what's next for him? I think he should fight Leon Edwards after the Masvidal fight. We all know that's going to be the case. Masvidal and Leon Edwards. Whoever wins out of them is going to fight for the title. Or Vicente Luque, you can fight him. He's not. Kamaru's really not bothered. I think he's about all legacy supposedly, but I think he wanted Canelo for the money. But that's not going to happen. Yeah. And then after that, one more fight. He should fight Colby Covington for the third time. I think he should. And then after that, retire, man, retire. I don't know how many fights has he got on his contract. That would be interesting to know. Let me see if I can find that out. They must have him locked down. To be honest with you, he must have a 6-fight deal. Nah, I can't find it right now. But you know what? It is what it is. Be interesting. That's for sure. Anyway, I'll better move on, otherwise I'm gonna be here all day talking about this. So Rose and Namajunas versus Wiley Zhang. That was an awesome fight. I split decision victory to Rose Namajunas. I just think, to be honest, you could say there's a conspiracy theory going on around here. I'll be honest, because quite frankly, I thought seriously, I thought Wiley Zhang won. I thought she won the first three. Leg kicked her in the first one. Did the same in the second one. In the second one, she took her down as well. In the third, she took her down, but I think she got taken down as well. But at the same time, she did threw a lot more strikes in the third round, so I gave her the third round. So and then okay, fair enough. Rose took her to the ground on the fourth round, majority of it, and then the fifth, Rose just basically took her down and just grinded her out. I just thought that was a bit stupid towards for Wiley Zhang to stay on her back. Although it's easy for me to say, considering um, she was doing all the work. In regards to what I mean is like, because one of the things which Rose and Wiley both did at the beginning of the first round and the second round were they're trying to get up off the back and not stay in position. So that was good. But in the fifth round, Wiley Zhang just tried to get a submission and elbow her from the top. It was just like, come on, Wiley, just move out of that position, but wall walk, and get up. I don't understand that. I don't understand why when people are on. This is just my perspective. But when people are on top and people who are strikers are on the back, why would you want to be in that position and try to go for submissions? Maybe they're tired. Maybe they're tired. It could be the case, and they're thinking, you know what, I'll just have a bit of rest and maybe for a bit of elbows. But on the fifth round, you're supposed to be trying to get yourself back up, and I think that's what got her the victory, as well as the hometown advantage. I did think I thought Whaley won it for sure. I thought Wiley Zhang won the fight. Sure, yeah, I know. I predicted that she was going to win the fight, but she did. In my opinion, she did. She won the. It wasn't a 10-8 round in the fifth round. Regardless what you want to say, it wasn't like she KO'd her or she was KOing her or anything like that. She really did do the business in that regard. So I got to give it to Wiley Zhang. Total strikes 60%. I don't know how accurate these are, but look at how she got 5 takedowns. Look at the stats, man. Total strikes 162. Significant. Oh, they're saying that she landed more significant. Oh, come on, give me a break. Leg kicks were making a huge difference. Reversal, yeah, that was she did a reversal. I think it was in round 4 or something like that, or round 3. But I thought Wiley. I don't understand why, Dana White was like, yeah, she just lost. We're talking about a rematch? What? Yeah, you did that with Chael Sonnen many times. You've done that with Connor many times. You've done, I mean, you did it with Connor when you lost to what's his name, Justin Poirier. So give me a break, Dana. Obviously, you're thinking of business. That's what you're thinking. So you're thinking maybe that's not appropriate. I thought that was a bit of a conspiracy. When Wiley Zhang was doing her speech, suddenly everybody had their cameras on Rose Namajunas and her and her family going celebrating, going, "Oh yes, wonderful, wonderful!" And you could actually hear Rose Namajunas and Wiley in the background talking her speech in Chinese. It was really weird in that respect, I have to say. But I thought Wiley won that, and I stand by it. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. So, yeah, after that, we had this fight. Oh my gosh, what can I say? Marlon Vera versus Frankie Edgar. Marlon Vera looked like he just woke up from a nap and came to fight. Frankie Edgar thought, you know what? I thought, man, he might have evolved. He didn't. and that was a thing he did not. Coming to 135, I think is not good for him completely. Then the reason is what differentiated him in the 155 division was that he had the speed advantage. Now he doesn't have the speed advantage. So what happened is when he was moving around, dancing around, doing his thing, what happened is in 155 he used to go in out, in, out, and then throw a couple of jabs, 1-2, 1-2, and that's how he would win the fights. And then if he could get a takedown, he'd get a takedown, and then do a little bit of ground and pound, and then move in a different position. Then he'd just stand up back again, and just continue to do repeat, rinse and repeat. That's all he would do, and he did it for 5 rounds. And because it was like the 155 division, they were a bit slower. It worked. Exact same game plan what he tried to do in this particular fight. Went in the first round, tried to do it, move in, move out, move in, and then he took him down. I thought, okay, good. He's taking him down, threw a bit of ground and pound. I thought he's going to try to finish him. But as usual, Frankie Edgar didn't commit to the ground and pound. If he just committed to the ground and pound and picked his shots and tried to hit him more, then he might have done some more damage. But he didn't. He thought he'd stand up and then do the same thing. In, out, in, out. Second round, he did the same thing. In, out, in, out. Good combos. Landed a few more. It looked like he was just basically coasting and coasting. Marlon Vera just realized, I think, at the end of the second round, that, you know what, I'm going to lose this, because he's just trying to get a points victory. End of that second round, he flipped him the bird, giving the middle finger. Because Frankie was like, you what? Because they were both facing each other, and it is what it is. But then in the third round, Marlon Vera just, well, you know what, I'm not taking this. I'm just going all out of this guy. I don't care. I got to win this fight. He went in, did front kicked him, Anderson Silva style, to Frankie Edgar. Oh my gosh, guys, did you see the actual... did you see the image of his face? Seriously, he needs to retire now, because it looked like the skin came off his skeleton. It really did. It looked like the skin came off his... Let me just check. Show you guys. Right? Okay, for you guys out there who are, a bit queasy, turn away from the image that I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'm going to show you a picture. Just turn away. Okay, maybe not. I'm not going to show you. I don't know. Wait. Let me try this. It's all on me now. Yeah, that's it. Look at that face. Seriously. Does that look like a healthy face to you? Obviously, he's getting kicked, but seriously, dude, when you get... His face has been through some wars, man. And he's had nose reconstruction, etc., etc., etc. I don't think this is appropriate for him to continue. I think he should retire. Definitely, for sure. And I think, yeah, after that, that's all that he wrote. Because the referee just jumped in and was like, "No, we need to end it." And Frankie was really annoyed. Obviously, Frankie's going to be annoyed, but I think at this point of his career, I think he's done enough, man. You've won enough titles. It's great that you've done what you've done. I just think you need to retire now. It's definitely... Okay, I'll move on now. Shane Burgos versus Billy Quarantillo. Shane Burgos, he won, but it is typical, like what I said in regards to him. He is a guy who likes to stand and bang. in and out. He's more of like a Donald Cerrone type of guy. I think his career is going to be like that, unfortunately, because he feels like he can take a punch to give a punch, and unfortunately, in the previous fight, he had a walk off KO for his own self because he got hit and then he walked backwards and landed on the floor. I think that in itself, I think he needs to kind of retire because, quite frankly, his body can't take it. Couldn't take it. No, sorry, I don't mean he needs to retire. I'm joking there. What I mean is like he's going to continue to do the same, and he did it in this fight. Billy Quarantillo poured it on in the first round. Shane Burgos tried to keep composure and just keep striking 1-2 and leg kicks. Only thing is though, I have to say Shane Burgos doesn't use his fight IQ. I think his game plans are not very good. If you're taking strikes, too many strikes, it's your end up your career can be short lived, and unfortunately that might be the case with him in the future, in the near future. So I will say for Shane Burgos, I think he will be a guy who will be um, a gatekeeper. Hey, if this that's no offense, I'm just stating from what it's looking like, and he should never take that in, or anybody should take that as disrespect or anything like that. It's just simply from what it's looking like. He likes to take a lot to give a lot, and that's not what champions would do. So he could win the world championship. He could. He could. He's just game planning. I think he needs to. Maybe he needs to go Trevor Whitman, just like Justin Gaethje did. It might fix his game up because he just likes to strike. And but the thing is, I mean, that was the thing. He had more of a reach advantage, etc. Against Billy Quarantillo. Billy couldn't keep up with Shane Burgos' pace. I think what it was he blew his wad early. Billy did, and I think he didn't realize Shane was gonna continue, and he thought he could beat him and just destroy him. But no, Shane won it, and that's all I can say. Um, I don't see him as a contender, but if he does, great, wonderful. I'd hope him the best. Justin Gaethje versus Mike Chandler. Oh my gosh, what about this fight? Oh my gosh, this fight is a fight to see. If you've not seen it, go watch it. For me, when I was watching it, I was thinking, this is like a computer game. Like punch, my Chandler would punch, just engage you, punch, kick, and they were just throwing leather, man. It was like watching Street Fighter, the computer game, in real life. Hadouken, oh, you can, my Chandler hitting bombs. I felt like I was holding Mike Chandler's control, and I was thinking, hit him. And I pressed hit, and Mike Chandler hit. It really felt like that. Seriously. Oh my gosh. He started off strong. If I could give him anything, Mike Chandler, I could give him the first. But to be honest, I got to give it to Justin Gaethje. It was a unanimous decision simply because um, Mike Chandler just kind of went at it a bit too much straight up. He needs to game plan a bit more. He couldn't get the wrestling. He did try in the second round. He did try to take him down on occasions, but he couldn't get the wrestling to. That shows how good Khabib is, man. Seriously, that he could manage to take Justin Gaethje down at will, at will. Mike Chandler couldn't do it, and he's like, we're talking, an A-class wrestler, dude. He's at that Eddie Alvarez level, but better than Eddie Alvarez, I think. Is just downright cool to watch, man. Seriously, this guy is just. Second round, he got hit with a straight shot. The problem is with Mike Chandler, he hasn't got the reach advantage, and I think that was the problem. So when he got hit straight down the pipe in the middle. Almost got finished in the second. Then he just grabbed hold of his Justin's legs because he tried to finish him off, and he just scraped through and got through that. Then in the third round, he was like, "Come on, come on, you're gonna KO me! Come on, come on!" And he couldn't KO him. It was just bloody great to watch, man. Go watch that fight. I tell you, there was no loser in that fight. I mean, sure, Justin was a winner, was the unanimous decision winner, simply because he landed more of the clean shots, I guess, and he got the takedown, and he got almost finished him in the second. But you can't tell me that there were times at the end of the first round, Justin looked like he was going to what he was getting. That's why I gave him the first round. I gave Mike Chandler the first round because it looked like because he was moving towards the fence and he didn't know what to do, and he was like, "I'm getting hit here, I'm getting hit here," and it was like, "Is this going to be over? Is this going to be over?" It wasn't, and it was just crazy, 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 man. That was awesome to watch. Gotta give both guys great credit, man. That was just awesome. Seriously, okay, I'm gonna. That was just crazy. Now, Alex Pereira. I'm just gonna talk about a few more fights on that card. Alex Pereira versus Andres Michaelides. Oh my gosh, Alex Pereira is the real deal. He's a real striker. He's knocked out Adesanya before in kickboxing. His striking is on off the level, on another level, sorry, should I say. And that's what it seemed like because Andreas, what he did, he just tried close a distance, tried to take him down in the beginning, and then he got managed to get him down and basically do a GSP, which is basically grind it out on the ground. So he did that. Then round two came out. Alex Pereira's. It was like, you know what? I haven't got a choice. I'm just gonna have to wing it and basically just strike. He went for a flying knee, and he didn't just do a flying knee. He did a flying knee where normally people when they hit with the back foot or their back leg when they're because they jump off the back leg and then the fake is obviously with the left and then they strike with the actual back leg in their face and that's usually the KO. This time he jumped off his back leg, lifted the left leg and struck it, yeah, lifted his left leg up, moved his right leg up again and struck him with his left. So he was just so clean right on the chin that even Dan Mergliata was like, "Whoa!" And he did. It was over straight away when he hit it. Everybody heard a big right, and everyone thought, "What the hell's going on?" And obviously, give him a few more hammer fists because Dan Mergliata didn't jump in as soon as. But bloody hell, I think Dan Mergliata was like getting awe at that time and like, "Whoa, does this happen?" That just check that bloody knee out, man. Let me see if I can get a picture of that. Um, bloody hell, Alex Pereira, dude, that was just. But yeah, in regards to him though, his wrestling sucks. His wrestling sucks. They really need to just give him fighters who are not strikers yet. Maybe feed him to Derek Brunson. Not yet. Maybe in about two more fights. Two, three more fights, but he needs to just fight other striker mixed, um, other guys who are a bit more mixed at his level, because his wrestling sucks. Seriously, he got taken down. It seemed to me like he just got taken down at will, and it was just like, damn, you know what I mean? It was just damn cool, man. Seriously. I can't find his photo. When you want to find someone's the photo of. But yeah, he's beat Adesanya twice. I think in the second fight he won by points, but um, flipping heck, man, flipping heck. courtesy of the sun, right? Courtesy of the sun. Do 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 do. Oh. Here we go, dude. So he jumped off at the back of his leg. Right? He jumped off that side where the that's his left leg, and obviously he jumped off the right leg. And normally you'd strike with the back leg, but this guy he just did not. He just went in and landed clean, man. So gotta give credit where credit's due. Anyway, right, I won't be brief. I'll be brief. Okay, Alex, I'll Quinta versus Bobby Green. I gotta give to. I don't give. To be honest, it wasn't a case of Bobby Green was amazing. It was a case of how bad was Ali Quinta because what he did, he had no head movement. Went in, tried to just take him down, and when you're going in full straight ahead into a fight with a guy who's a counterpuncher, what's he gonna do? He's gonna counterpunch you, isn't he? Because he doesn't need much bait. He's just gonna land it when your head's there, and that's exactly what he did. And damn, that was it. That's all that he wrote. It looked like to me before he was coming in, Ali Quinta, that Ali Quinta was mentally he was just not there as well. I think he just maybe he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. I think this was a short notice fight for him. Maybe I have no idea, but it definitely did. Well, it's not been a good thing for the New York boys. Philip Hawes versus Chris Curtis. Oh my gosh, Philip Hawes throwing some bombs, but the thing is, then suddenly Chris Curtis just threw an overhand. It landed straight on the chin or on the temple, I think it was, and it wobbled him, and that was all that it wrote. Unfortunately, Edmund Shabazian is really he's not that good, man. Seriously, that's he's not on the level. He's not on the elite level, man. He did try to take it Nasruddin down. Imavov. He did try to take him down, but he couldn't get him down. So, but Nasruddin just pushed it through and then grinded it and then took him down and then got him in the crucifix and just laid into it on the any things on the early prelims that Ian Gary, yeah, Jordan Williams. Jordan Williams was like the lamb being led to the slaughter for the next for the second coming of Conor McGregor. And it clearly was like you know what, I'll walk into that punch, backhand, to the head, and that's all that she wrote. Now Ian Gary is saying, you know what, I'm going to be, in a few years it's going to be me and it's going to be Hamza. I think he's doing it the right way because you don't want to fight Hamzat now because if he fights Hamzat now, he's going to get taken down and then basically subbed out. So I think he needs to work on his wrestling because in Britain and and Ireland as well, the wrestling's not there in terms of the level. It's not there. Chris Barnett versus Gian Vellante. I just didn't. Come on, man! It was a long card, but apparently Chris Barnett he's a dancing king, man, and he moved. I don't know, like Michael Jackson before when he was coming in. Gian Vellante just got hit by a shot, and that was it. That's all that she wrote. But yeah, things which are coming out of in the MMA scene at the moment. Well, I'll talk about that later. But in general, the whole card itself was damn awesome. What's next for everybody? I think for like I said, Colby, his stocks just got higher, without a doubt. Kamaru, he can fight anyone he wants, really. I think the whole snoozman, he can go, he can call himself, what's his name? Colby can keep on continuing on with the act, the CEO of EPO come out of this, man. And man, the press conference was awesome. Everything was awesome. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. Anyway, I've talked enough. Thank you for viewing this. Whoever has watched this, and I appreciate that very, very much. So please like, subscribe, and share. Please share and yeah, react, comment, tell us if you disagree with me, right? Everything underneath. Give me as much feedback as you can. Please like it and subscribe and share it. Have a great day, everybody. That's it from me. Peace out, everybody. Peace.